No, I just want to ask about noon games. Okay. You're someone who likes to weigh in on those questionable kickoff times. So you got a noon game, a homecoming game, your first noon game at home in almost 2 years.
Yeah, that's great.
Nebraska. 23.
Nah, it's all jokes at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it's an opportunity to play football, but you know, we like to get out there and play. We practice in the morning too, so the earlier the better for me.
How'd you read that fake punt?
How did I read it?
Yeah.
He just snapped it to the up back. So I mean, you have to see the ball kicked. And my job on that, we were actually running a block. We were trying to run a block. And as I took a step, I saw that the up back had the ball, so I was just go play football. They didn't block me, which was kind of, you would have thought they would have blocked the guy off the ball, but I mean, just make a play.
How do you use your veteran OG status to help guys move through this kind of experience? You've seen things, you've experienced things probably more than others, and when you get like a 2-week skid, how do you use your experience to help?
It's always about moving on to the next once the game's over. So, and I was saying it to some of the guys. I was talking to Malik and Skis in the locker room after the game. It's like, look, you know, we've dropped 2. Last one really hurt because we had an opportunity to win it. At the end of the day, it's about learning from it because we practice on Sundays. Mondays are off day. So watching the film, learning from it, correcting things we need corrected, and continuing to do things we did well. I feel like we played pretty well on defense for the most part last week. So just about correcting that and then moving on to the next.
Quick follow-up. How hard is that? Easier said than done. How hard is it to have the mindset, but to actually be committed to it to kind of get you over the hump to go forward?
I think that's the maturity part, is the moving on part. Because if you let things linger, it always gets worse. It's like I say things with my girlfriend. In relationships, the small things and the problems, if you let them linger, it's always going to be 10 times worse. So when things aren't going well, or when things haven't been well, we haven't done something successfully, it's about fixing the problem in the moment. I think we made great strides from the first loss to the next loss, even though we weren't able to get the job done. But it's about get the next win. It's about correcting things we did wrong and then moving on. Moving on.
Correct. Thank you.
Darius, what came together for you guys in the pass rush in this last game just to get the 5 sacks, and how do you move forward with that?
Coverage and rush working together. The plays that we were able to get sacks, coverage did well. We were able to execute the pass well on the blitzes and things and such. So just coverage and rush working together. Whenever coverage and rush works together, the pass rush, you'll be able to get sacks or interception.
How much fun was that to see, and just what was sort of the effect in the locker room? I know that's something you guys have been working toward. To see it happen, in a big spot like that, just what did that do for the defense?
It was a great confidence builder. When you have a game plan and you practice it throughout the week and you see success during practice, and then you go out and you see success during the game, it's always a positive effect. But like I said, it's always about the next play. So we were able to build off of it and get a few. I was able to get my first sack of my career, actually. Yeah. So it's all about the next one.
How much did the first 3 quarters, especially that last game, give you guys maybe a sense of belief as a defensively? It's been tough. You guys have been good in one area, bad in another. Like, it doesn't all coalesce, but for 3 quarters, it felt like it had. How much was that foster your belief in you guys? Like, all right, we can do this.
At the end of the day, I've been confident, and others have been confident in our defense the whole year. We haven't been able to be successful every play, but we've had successful moments. It's just about continuing to string those together. And I think that seeing the positive results, even though we weren't able to get the win, which is obviously the most important thing, is what we can build off of. So I think we have the chance to be more successful. I believe in this defense. Everybody, all the defense believes in the defense, and we're looking forward to what we can do next.
Coach Rossi has talked about the last couple of weeks of practice have been getting better and better. Have you seen that as well? How do you feel about that going into this game?
Yeah, I agree. I think as the season goes on, you always get better. You get more familiar with the scheme. We don't really add too many new things. You have a little wrinkles and things like that, but you don't really add like new defenses as much. So you get more familiar. You see the things that you need to correct, and then you just continue to get better. So at the end of the day, I agree. I think we've gotten better over the weeks, and the practices have gotten better. The intensity has continued to rise, and I think that as we continue to move on in the season, for us to be able to stack wins, we have to continue to do that.
Was that the best